Damn, like that. Right.
Six shadow boxing. 14 rounds all together. With that, 10 more sit-ups. I'm gonna make an example out of Teo. That's the only thing I love. I promise they got me fucked up.
Shakur Stevenson's latest training footage is sending shockwaves through the boxing world. The intensity, precision, and laser focus he's bringing into his showdown with Teofimo Lopez feel different, almost personal, from punishing early morning road work to sweat-soaked midnight shadow boxing. The Newark native moves like a man possessed, every motion sharp, clean. Efficient is part of what he calls the SS evolution, a brutal phase of transformation designed to push both body and mind past their limits. An insider revealed, this isn't just conditioning. This is about breaking barriers mentally and physically. Watching him glide across the gym floor, untouchable and laser-focused, you sense those barriers no longer exist. Stevenson isn't just training to compete. He's training to dominate, to redefine what precision looks like inside the ring. When he speaks, it's never loud, it's controlled, measured, and every word carries the weight of certainty. We sparred for 3 rounds, he said, recalling an earlier session with Lopez. I got off easy.
Now we sparred like 3 rounds. We sparred 3 rounds, I want to say. It was cool. It was cool. It wasn't really too much to gauge from. So we got in there. I felt like I got off. He probably felt like he did something. So from my memory, I felt like I said, I know he can't beat me.
Easy. I feel like he can't beat me. There's no ego, just quiet conviction forged through years of discipline and calculated execution. He even gives Lopez credit, calling him flashy and athletic. Yet Shakur's eyes narrow when discussing Teo's flaws. He does a lot of things well, but there are basic mistakes I'm going to exploit. That's the dangerous part of Stevenson. I'm going to capitalize on mistakes, he adds. Stevenson doesn't feed off chaos, he studies it, dissects it, and weaponizes it. He doesn't chase headlines, he builds them one jab, one feint, one read it.
I think he the truth. He do a lot of things well. I think he flashy. I think it's just some basic stuff. Where I feel like he make mistakes, and I think I'm gonna capitalize off those mistakes.
The time. It's not arrogance, it's the calm of someone who knows exactly how much work it takes to stay perfect. As the gym lights flicker over his sweat-soaked silhouette, it's clear, Shakur isn't training for fame. He's training for legacy. The cameras inside SS Evolution capture something raw, rarely seen even among elite fighters. Footage opens with Shakur sprinting uphill, gasping for air at dawn, gravel crunching beneath his feet. He's not chasing speed, he's chasing perfection. Then comes relentless shadow.
Ready to go? We about to fuck Teo up.
We locked in.
Shadow boxing. Every punch landing with surgical precision, followed by tireless footwork drills that push his calves to the limit. Sparring sessions push him beyond exhaustion, not because he has to, but because he chooses to. Every drop of sweat, every labored breath is currency. Paying for the control he'll need when Lopez starts throwing bombs. Trainers describe this Stevenson as punishing, but purposeful, building sustained intensity rather than burst pressure that never eases. The goal is to break Lopez, not with raw power, but with relentless pace. One coach explained, "We're not building a sprinter. We're building a machine that doesn't slow down." Watching Shakur mid-drill, eyes blank and lips pressed tight, it's clear he isn't thinking about fame, critics, or rankings. He's thinking about Lopez. Every rep is personal, every punch a promise. Of course, there's one.
Work hard, sacrifices, discipline, time away from my family. How you gonna beat me? Ain't no way you can beat me that way, bro.
One factor even Shakur can't ignore. Teofimo Lopez himself explosive, emotional, unpredictable. While Stevenson insists Lopez has no chance even. His closest allies proceed cautiously. Keyshawn Davis, one of Shakur's closest friends, told Ring Magazine, "I see Shakur winning early, but I think Teofimo is going to pick it up. He's going to impose his will." That sparked quiet conversations. In gyms nationwide, if Keyshawn sees potential danger, what does Teo see? That tension pushes a fighter to his limits. Every session becomes a statement. Stevenson isn't training to keep up. He's training to suffocate Lopez's rhythm, rendering his explosiveness.
I see it playing out, let's say, I see it starting off slow.
Okay.
And then I see as Shakur wins the first round, as Shakur wins the second round, slowly, I think Teo is going to eventually start picking it up and start imposing his will.
Right.
And then, you know, it's just going to go from there. That's how I think it's going to go.
That's a fair.
Meaningless. When chaos meets control, only one survives. Every major fight draws comparisons to chess, but when Óscar Valdez says it, it carries extra weight. A former champion, Valdez knows the difference between raw aggression and strategic brilliance. Teofimo's athleticism is abnormal, he said, but Shakur's defensive skills are the best out there. This fight is 50-50ths. That analysis highlights just how razor-thin this matchup is. Lopez explosive, emotional, thriving on chaos. Stevenson cold, methodical, always one move ahead. Stevenson reads.
It's going to be a chess game inside that ring because Teofimo Lopez is a tremendous athlete. I've seen him, I've personally seen him with both eyes. The way he trains, the way his abilities to do different things inside the ring is abnormal. But you got Shakur Stevenson, the best fighter defensive-wise out there. So it's going to be an interesting one. The one I'm looking for.
Opponents like a grandmaster reads a chessboard, calm, measured, always calculating. Valdez remained neutral, which may be the most honest take. Both men enter this fight with something to prove. For Teofimo, it's redemption silencing critics of his focus, mental edge, and consistency. For Shakur, it's validation proving skill can dominate raw firepower. Valdez summed it up perfectly. This isn't a brawl. It's a battle of wills. Disguised as a boxing match, both mirror each other's intensity. But their approaches couldn't be more different. One thrives on chaos, the other imposes control.
There you go. There you go. There you go, baby. There you go. There you go, baby. There you go. Throw that right hand over here. There you go, like that.
When the bell rings, victory will go not to the harder punch, but to the fighter who solves the...
I truly, honestly, I look at it 50-50, and I try to be neutral when it comes to not being biased because I am friends with Teofimo, and I have a good relationship with Shakur Stevenson, so being that we step in the ring, got nothing but respect for both fighters. But looking at it as a neutral fighter, just being focused on both fights, I see it 50-50.
Puzzle first. Every microsecond, every mistake, every breath could decide it all. When Floyd Mayweather speaks on boxing IQ, the sport listens. On Shakur Stevenson, his verdict is clear. The biggest puncher at 135 is Gervona, but the most skillful, hands down, Shakur Stevenson. Coming from arguably the most offensively gifted fighter of his generation, that's more than praise. It's a passing of the torch. Precision and laser focus he's bringing into his showdown with Teofimo Lopez feel different, almost personal, from punishing early morning road work to sweat-soaked midnight shadowboxing. The Newark native moves like a man possessed, every motion sharp, clean, efficient is part of what he calls the SS evolution, a brutal phase of transformation designed to push both bodies.
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 would probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
Body and mind past their limits. An insider revealed, this isn't just conditioning. This is about breaking barriers mentally and physically. Watching him glide across the gym floor, untouchable and laser-focused, you sense those barriers no longer exist. Stevenson isn't just training to compete. He's training to dominate, to redefine what precision looks like inside the ring. When he speaks,
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next level.
Yeah, I'm competitive, bro. So it's like, I want to be the best. So when I see certain guys out there, and I seen Teo his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy. Like, he like doing things, hands down, flashy. And I thought it was cool. So it kind of made me want to get in a ring with him and see if he could do them things against my style.